Hi, it's me, it's Daniel. Today I want to show you a small inbox review of my battleship HMS King George V. Today in English as well, because some guys told me it's easier to understand me if I speak English, of course. And I will reach a bigger audience if I speak English. So, let's start. Today first I want to show you the box. The box is very huge. As you can see, I can't get it on the camera. I have a little reflection here. The box art is quite nice. I like it. The price was fine as well. As you can see, I tried it. It was 14.99 euros. The length overall of the ship is 40 centimeters. It's a quite big model for me. I never built such a big model. Here's the size, or the scale, and the label of the company. On the side we have here some colors you need for the ship, but these are not all colors. It's typical for Revell that they printed some colors on the side, but not all. So if you stand, or if you are in the shop, you need more colors than are written on the side. It's not so fun. Here on this side, or here, you can see some marks about the detail of the hull and the structure, and some pictures of the prototype. So reflection again, and some photos of the prototype model kit. They're quite nice. I think the whole kit has a leakage on details because it's only a scale 3 kit, and I think it's also a reason because the scale is very small. So you have to live with that, or you have to buy some parts, some PE parts later. And on the other side, we have the box art pictures too, and some historical information about the ship and the Royal Navy. The reflection again, and we have here some further information about the company. It's from Revell, as written. It's Revell monogram, not Revell in Germany. The kit was made in Poland, and the printings on the box, or the box art as well, are from Germany. We also can see here, it's very small, but the kit is made in the year 2003. So this is the box art. The old sprues came in one big plastic bag. You can see them here. They're all in one big plastic bag, as I said. I don't like that because you have the problems. The bag is very stiff to the parts, and they can bend when they start to get warm. And they, as I said, they are bent, or they can bend a bit, and they can also break, like you can see on this small gun. I'll show you a bit better. Now you can see here, these guns are straight, and this one can shoot around the corner. I think that's one reason is because they are all in one big plastic bag, and not separately packed. But nevertheless, I think the parts are very clean. We have a bit of flash, but more on the sprue than the parts. And we have some little tiny flashes here on the big guns, and on the antenna on the other sprue, but I think they are very clean. Well done. The ejector marks on the back side where you can't see them, so that's fine as well. And the other sprues looks fine as well. Here's the sprue of the hull. As I said, it's not the most details on it, but the plastic is fine. No injector marks, no flashes on the hull as well. The hull is a bit big for me. Later I have to cut the lower part of the hull away because I try to make a waterline model, and if I leave it as that, I have to use a lot of water or modeling materials to cover that. So I have to cut them somewhere here. I don't know where exactly because I don't know how deep the ship will lay in the water normally. Maybe I will do it fine. Or let's have a look. And we have here some flash again, but these two, I don't need these parts, so that's fine for me. Here's a bit flash again, but just a small tiny bit, and on the antenna as well, here and here. But as I said, if you want to make a model with more details, you have to go to PE parts. This is another screw. This looks rather fine as well. I like that shield here with the writings of the King George, HMS King George V. It's hard to see, I know. Sorry for that. Some other parts of the ship. A small airplane is included as well. The details on the airplane, okay. For that is a 1 to 570 scale. It's quite alright. And some ships, some boats, sorry, are there too. And just little more tiny edges of flashes there, but more on the sprue than on the parts again. That's fine. And this is the last sprue. Yeah, life-saving boats again. I don't need these parts because they are underwater, you can't see them later. And this is the upper part of the hull. It's very fine, it's just slightly detailed. It's shown a bit of the wood, you can paint it later. The chain or here melted on the plastic again. But no flash there, just a bit there. And the injector marks are on the back side. As I said, it's very fine. So, these are the parts. It's not much. It's just a scale 4 model, so it's not for beginners, but not for the most advanced builder. So it's quite good for me, because I never built a ship, as I said. We also have a small leaflet with flags. I think this is a standard leaflet, because we have the flags from England, we have some, I don't know, these both, I don't know, the German one, and on the side an American flag. Very nice. And we have the Morse alphabet with flags on this leaflet. You can cut them out and glue it on the antenna or somewhere else where you like them. Very nice. Just a small piece leaflet. There's also included a small part of decals, not much, as you can see here. And we have here the name of the ship, some stripes, and the rest you can't use it because this is just told that's printed in Germany from Revo. We only need these two small tiny parts, I think, or these 3 tiny parts. It's not much, but it's more than enough. So we also have the safety advice in the box, typical for Revo, an extra leaflet. And we have it in several languages, on German and English, French, you can read it, or in Dutch, Spanish. I never read them, I have to say, sorry. On the back side are more safety advices. But as I said, I never read them, so going in the bin. And of course we have the instruction sheet. The instruction sheet is typical for Revo. It's a quite nice instruction sheet with a picture of the model, some historical advices in German and in English. On the next side we have some further information about read before you start, some pictures, some pictures is there as well, and some used symbols here, typical symbols for Revo. For decals, you have to glue, you can't, or you don't have to glue. Some things is optional, you don't have to do them, but you can. And the number of the working steps, a tease tape if you need them, and several more. This is, as I said, for the colors you need, use colors. We have only 3 colors on the box, written on the box. and we need more than 3, as you can see here. And so that's not that fine. I would prefer it if all colors were printed on the box, so you don't have to run again, or you have to go back to the shop where you buy your colors if you don't have them. And so you can buy it before you start the box, or before you start working with the kit. Here are some further safety advices. The next page. Here are the screws again. You can see how much screws you have and the number of the parts. If you are looking for them, you can't read them on the screws anymore because you have cut it away or something else. You can see them here as well. And these are the typical pictures for a Revell. For a Revell. It's very easy, I think. We have only 24 steps for the complete kit. Let's have a look how good it works to work with these instruction sheets. Well, I like to work with the instruction sheets of Revell. I think they are better than Svesta. Svesta looks like one picture, and all this on one picture looks like someone cut out some pictures, glows it on a big paper, then they printed it. It's all a big mess on Svesta kits, I think. And on the last side you can see some painting advices how you can paint the ship. There's only one painting advice. I know that the ship came with different color schemes. I think this is the first color scheme when the ship was built and was used in the Atlantic Ocean. But the ship was also used in the Pacific theater when the Britons fought against the Japanese. So I think this is the first one. For other steps you need, I think, other parts which are not included in the box, and so they just use the first step of the ship. So this is only the painting advice for the theater, or for the Atlantic theater when they fought against Germany. Yeah, that's it. That's all what's on the box. I think it's more than enough for me. It's not the biggest kit, I said, but I like it. Well, I like the kit. I like the instruction sheets. I like the parts as well, because they are not too difficult for one who's never built a ship. As I said, if you need more details, you have to buy PE parts, but these are good enough for me. And the next step I will show you later, not now, a test board where I want to try to applicate the ship later. So first I have to train to make water, or to show water. I use blue colors, silicone, as I said in the video before, in German, or you know it in English, or you understand me in English as well. So I first like to make a test board before I start to fix the boat on it, and it looks rather horrible later, so I try to avoid that. So thanks for watching. If you have further questions, you can write it down there, and I wish you a nice day, and thanks for watching.